It's time for King 5's Emmy Awards special. With evening's Kim Holcomb live from the gold carpet in Hollywood, Jim Dever on the red carpet in Seattle, alongside Take 5's Michelle Lee, and me, I'm Chris Cashman.
Hi everybody, and welcome officially to King 5's Emmy special. It's the show before the show. We're here in Seattle. We're going to take you to Hollywood in just a moment. We've got you covered from end to end. Quite literally, we've got arrival cam, we've got gown cam, we've got the limo cam, so just stay tuned. We've got you covered.
We have a camera in your shoe, Chris. I don't know if I told you that.
Cam, lipstick cam, tower
we've
cam,
got it all.
tunnel cam, you name it.
We've got it all. Now, this is what you would call a crossover event because we have some folks from Take 5 and some of the people from King 5 Evening, myself and
like
Kim.
you.
Yes.
We set aside our differences in time slots for one day to come together.
It's awesome. You know, this is all about celebrating the best of television tonight. And it's hosted by two Saturday Night Live folks. You probably recognize them. Michael Che, Colin Jost. They've been doing Weekend Update together since 2014, I believe.
It's been that long.
It's kind of interesting because they said they were actually a little nervous about tonight because usually they get a dress rehearsal for SNL. Tonight, no dress rehearsal.
Well, and their boss, right, Lorne Michaels, is executive producing the show, and he always famously says, we don't do SNL because it's Saturday night. We do it because it's Saturday, and it's 11:30, time to go.
Right.
And we're here right now because it's 4 o'clock, and I don't think we have adequately rehearsed either. But this is where all the excitement is in Seattle right now, right on this red carpet. Now, the excitement down in Hollywood, well, that's where Kim Holcomb is, on the gold carpet.
Hi, you guys. This is bananas, right? Because here's Paul Reiser right here standing next to me doing another interview, and it's just like this on the carpet. Alec Baldwin is right over there. We've seen everybody from Saturday Night Live, and This Is Us. It's a very exciting night, and lots of things are happening on the big Hollywood scene. But, you know, there are some really sort of deep Northwest and Seattle connections to some of the nominees tonight. First and foremost is probably Portlandia. Of course, it is shot down in Portland, and Carrie Brownstein, who writes and stars on the show, is also nominated for Best Director, and the show is nominated for limited series variety special. Then, of course, we have to mention a local connection by the name of Gavin Purcell, who you may not know him. He's kind of behind the scenes, but he was born and raised in Seattle. He worked for Jimmy Fallon, and now he is the showrunner for Sarah Silverman's series, which is nominated tonight. Then, of course, we also have to mention Amazon Studios. They have 22 nominations tonight. It's their most ever, and their show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, has become something of a phenomenon. Everyone is obsessed with it. So we've been keeping our eyes peeled on the carpet for Jeff Bezos. No Jeff Bezos spottings tonight, but we have talked to a couple of other people who also have close connections to Seattle in their own way, starting with Judith Light. Was there anything that you took from your experience there that you have continued to kind of parlay into every new role that you've taken on?
So much. I learned so much rehearsing one play in the day, doing another play at night, making sure that we were disciplined, professionalism, expanding ourselves into our audiences, connecting with our audiences. It was, I mean, there are untold experiences that really have held me in great stead.
So are you a fan of Seattle? Is this what I'm taking?
Well, I am. As a matter of fact, the last time I was there, our youngest son, we went to see the Seahawks because we know Coach Pete from when he was at USC. Sure. So we went to watch the game.
So this means you only ever root for the Seahawks, correct?
As a matter of fact, that is my team.
Breaking news.
Truly.
All right, and look at, ladies and gentlemen, Alec Baldwin. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
Seattle, NBC, good to see you.
Seattle, I love Seattle. I went to Seattle on my book tour. I had so much fun. Yeah.
What is the key? What is the key to surviving this long gauntlet of a carpet on a night like tonight?
When I finish talking to you, I come up with some excuse to bypass this entire avenue of people here. I sit there, I'm like, I have to go. I had my hip replaced,
right?
Which I did.
Oh.
They're like, my leg is really hurting. I'm in so much pain. And then some people in your profession, they'd hand me some painkillers.
Right.
They'd say, like, well, just take this and then come back. But we're going to do a couple more stops and then go inside because I got to present. They want to go inside to present.
Is it going to be a big SNL night? It feels almost like this is a special episode of Saturday Night Live with all of these guests.
Funny you should say that because I went to the rehearsal the other day and I said to somebody, I go, this is just like one long SNL. But yeah, it's Lauren is producing, so, and Jost and Che are hosting, obviously. So it's a lot of SNL people.
All right, we look forward to it. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Alec Baldwin, everyone. I'm going to go die now. Back to you in Seattle.
Thank you. Not before us. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called a get.
Wow.
That's perhaps the most
amazing.
significant interception since Richard Sherman, the championship game. All right, hey, if you watch King 5 regularly at 4 o'clock, and 9 out of 10 doctors suggest that you should, our show, Take 5, is usually on. We text a lot, and we want to include you in the award show, 206-448-4545. That's the number you can text. We want to know, do you watch the Emmys to see who's going to win? Do you watch for the fashion, or do you watch for the fails? You let us know. 206-448-4545. Give us a text and let us know.
Also, if you text the word Emmy, we will give you a list of all the predictions too, so you can sound smart in front of all your friends.
Okay. Is it too late to get into an Emmy pool? It probably is, isn't it?
I don't
The window
know.
has
You never
probably
know.
closed.
Well, you know, another Emmy nominee is American Ninja Warrior. These guys
Love that show.
Well, I can tell you all kinds of things that behind the scenes that will humiliate me. Last week I was in New York and I was talking to Akbar and Christine about the fact that I had actually run the course once.
Ooh.
It went way, way, way off course.
Well, let me interrupt you first.
That's a big
because
tease right there.
That's a pretty good tease, but I got to get to the Fast 5. These are all Fast 5 things that we talk about, all Emmys too, so it's a little more glamorous. It's got a little more
But
zhuzh
then
to
after
it.
I get to watch Jim fail at American Ninja Warrior.
Yes,
we're putting
and
it
then
all
you're gonna
right.
watch-
That's called a
a deep,
tease.
a deep tease. Okay, so let's get to the Fast 5 of this special night. The very first Emmy Award ceremony was held on January 25th, 1949 at the Hollywood Athletic Club, and only 6 awards
Wow.
were handed out that evening. The first one for Most Outstanding Television Personality.
There she
went
is.
to 20-year-old Shirley Dinsdale and her puppet, Judy Splinters, for the Judy Splinters Show. Pretty cool, right? Up until 1988, only network shows were eligible for Emmy consideration. Cable series competed for prizes at their own awards, the Cable Ace Awards. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
The most Emmy-nominated individual of all time is Lorne Michaels,
Attaboy.
of course, with a whopping total of 87 nominations. He's competing this year for Outstanding Writing for a variety series for SNL, and he'll also executive produce the Emmy Awards ceremony itself. By the way, he's won 15, so good for him. Saturday Night Live has racked up a total of 252 nominations and 62 wins and counting, and that makes it the most nominated show in Emmy history. No surprise there. Also, how about this? Each statuette costs $400. It requires 5.5 hours of labor to create. They're all made in Chicago at R.S. Owens, where employees mold and then coat the figures in copper, nickel, silver, and gold. By the way, you can text host for all the funny moments expected on the stage tonight as well. Who knew those
Crazy
things?
history.
Yeah.
I didn't
6
know any of
awards.
that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Should we go to my much hyped interview?
Well,
with
because I'm
Akbar
excited.
and
My
Christine?
daughter and I watch American Ninja Warrior together. We always say it's kind of like CrossFit on Pop Rocks, right? It's like really crazy.
Exactly, and I had a chance to try it, and the interview went way off course. Way, way off course. I should start out by letting you know that I actually attempted the demonstration course down in LA.
When?
Yeah, and I got it was last year or the year before?
And how did you do?
I did terribly.
Oh.
But I almost made it up that wall at the end.
Really?
Almost,
That's
yeah.
a really tough obstacle. So
I had my elbow up and my foot was almost making it, and I wanted to do it by myself.
And you fell.
No, I was gonna do it, man. And then they reached in. They're like, "Oh, get the fat guy up here." You know, they just pulled me up.
Well, guess what? I have a surprise for you.
Yeah?
We actually have that footage right here, and I'm going to call it for you right now.
No, Akbar,
All right,
no.
all right, let's take
no,
a look
you
right
can't-
here.
stop
All right,
it.
and look at Jimmy, and he's climbing. Oh no, and he needs help. Yes. Oh, that looks bad. Oh, pull him up, pull him up. Hey, at least you did it.
Sort of made it, right? I sort of made it.
You're
I'm
right there.
impressed. I thought thought that was actually great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna protect you and your unborn
A giant
child
sail behind us.
flying over us at the moment.
It's a good fan.
Yeah.
I could not do that. I'm actually very impressed by that.
You could do it. You could do it.
Oh.
It's a little smaller wall than the real deal.
Okay.
little
We're
bit.
not supposed to tell people that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, speaking of Ninja, we want to bring in our producer Stephanie in the booth. She's got a couple of opinions on how things are going to unfold tonight. What's going on?
She's our
Steph?
ninja.
I just love that. Yeah, I basically am. So I'm back here actually keeping in touch with Kim also on the gold carpet. And I'm like, Kim, it's my producer dream. Just get Chrissy Teigen, please. But I figured since we were bringing up NBC, I wanted to give a little shout out to This Is Us, because This Is Us was up for 8 Emmy nominations. And actually, Mandy Moore was not nominated for anything, but Sterling K. Brown, who won lead actor in a drama series last year, is up for a nomination again this year. And Vanity Fair is predicting that he will win again, so that would be pretty exciting. So that's kind of also what I'm keeping an eye on tonight. Back to you guys.
Good stuff, Steph. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of This Is Us, there is actually already a winner in that category. You know, you hear those announcements where they say an award's given out earlier this evening, or in some cases a couple of weeks ago. We actually already have a winner there. Ron Cephas Jones won for Best Drama Guest Actor on the show. There he is, kissing the golden lady. Jones played the biological father there of Randall. He was a guest because his character, as you might remember, died in season 1 and appeared only as flashbacks and voiceovers during season 2, but he's nominated. And Tiffany Haddish, she's having a big year. She won her first Emmy this year for guest hosting on SNL. Haddish, breakout performance, you might remember in Girls Trip. She has been on the radar ever since. And we're very excited to say that the award for Best Original Music and Lyrics goes to Saturday Night Live for Come Back Barack. Who could... So come back Barack, even though it's not alive. Want you back somehow. I need you in my life. Will, of course, be some reaction to that win. A plea for Barack Obama to come back to the White House and reclaim his old territory there, so congrats to them for that win.
That's so funny. You know what, speaking of people who've already won, John Legend is one of those. He won last week and made history at the same time. He's having a very, very good year. He's also up for one tonight as well. So when he made history twice last weekend, it was because he won a Creative Arts Emmy last week for Jesus Christ Superstar live in concert. And because he's only 39, he is the youngest EGOT winner and African-American man to snag that honor. So if you don't know what EGOT stands for, it's Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. In all, get this, he has received 10 Grammys, an Oscar for the movie Selma, a Tony for co-producing the Broadway show Jitney, and now Jesus Christ Superstar. So tonight he is up for one more Primetime Emmy, and this one is for how he acted. It's for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or Movie for his portrayal of Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. By the way, another big moment, we know that John Legend is going to be on The Voice this season. He's taking Jennifer Hudson's place, I believe.
They're telling me also he's just been nominated for Most Impressive Mantle ever.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, he's
When
having
does
some
he
kind of-
sleep, though, is the question.
He's like Russell, no time.
He writes songs in his dreams.
Well, you know, the TV show Deadliest Catch, to which we have many, many ties here in Seattle, has been nominated 48 times in the run of the show.
Yeah.
And has actually won 16 Emmys. We're going to talk to Captain Jake Anderson from Deadliest Catch when we come back.
Very cool. All right, as we get ready to head to break, a little live look from Hollywood, Los Angeles. There, the 70th Emmy Awards getting ready to get underway. Take a look.
Oh my
John,
gosh.
Chrissy, Kim. We'll see if she can squeeze in there.
She's going to try.
That and more on the other side. We've got
So
some Zip Web.
exciting.
Here's some of your texts. We were asking you, what do you watch for? I watched this for the winners, their speeches. Let's go. This Is Us. They're rooting for that one. They watch Emmys for the comedy. Just watching, just say smiling and getting ready.
Oh, how about this? I hope the Take 5 team takes an Emmy tonight. They deserve it with their inspirational stories and positivity. I like
Agreed,
that.
and I'll accept this on their behalf.
Very, very true. All right, we'll be right back.
I'm gonna go put this on.